Hello, welcome to Restorative Practice. This month of June, we are focusing on Sacral Chakra awareness. So whether you're joining me for your vinyasa practice or your restorative practice, that is like the energetic theme and also the place in the body that we're placing our attention. That is the pelvic bowl. So right below the navel, and right above the very base of the spine. Think of it like the pelvic bowl, the sacral chakra center. And so physically, what is attached to our pelvic bowl, our hips are. And so we'll work with the hips a little bit to start, and then we'll settle in for a really nice long hold in our yogi recliner. And so for that, we're going to need all of our props today. I'd like you to have a strap of some sort. I'm using my exercise band. You can use anything really. You can use a scarf, a blanket, a dog leash, a tie, bathrobe belt, and then your blankets and your pillows. You know, have lots, because we're going to build a nice, big, comfy support system. So once you come back to your mat, we'll just start out simply laying down on the back with our strap close by, and we'll just check in with the body there. I like to, I'm going to come to my back, take a folded blanket underneath the back of my head, give the end of that blanket just one little roll so that my cervical spine gets that really nice support of the blanket. It feels really good. And then I kind of tuck my shoulders underneath so I have a long neck. And then I'm going to take my hands to the belly, just spend some time, eyes closed down, resting my awareness here in the pelvic bowl, the sacral chakra. From an energetic standpoint, this is your center for pleasure, sensuality, creativity, inspiration, your ability to, or your awareness of genuine relationships in your life. Let's take about 3 breaths here. Just feel your body settle. Muscles relax. So one more breath here. And then your choice, you can leave that left leg extended or bend the knee and plant the foot. We are going to hug the right knee into the chest, but take your hands around the back of the right thigh, so you're creating a little stirrup with your hands. And then see if you can just press the right leg straight some, and then bend the right knee. So first, what are we working with here? Hamstring, generally. Hamstring attachment to the hip, to the glute. How's the femur bone seated in its socket? The big thigh bone muscle is the femur bone. So just this even little movement, some burning sensation in the quadriceps, so the muscles are firing a little bit. This is helpful when in a restorative practice to contract and then completely relax. So say about 3 more times. Contracting. One more time. Give that right thigh a little squeeze into the chest, and then we're going to take that second side. So stretch the right leg out. Bend the left knee, hug it into the chest, make your stirrup around the back of the left thigh. Your choice what you do with the right leg. It can stay extended. You can also bend the knee and plant the foot. Either way, we're going to press the left leg or the left foot towards the ceiling, flexing the toes towards the face, and then bend the knee into the chest. Okay, so your choice, but just continue. It's kind kind of like giving the grease to the squeaky wheel, so you're starting to get blood flow and oxygen into these joints, into the muscle fibers, the tissues of the tendons and the ligaments. Stay with your breath here, even if and when the burning through the quadricep arrives. See if you can keep moving. Let's see about 3 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. And 1. And give that left knee one more squeeze into the chest. And then extend the left leg out. Back to that starting position, hands on the belly, just pause. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. All right, so now we're going to use our strap. So bend both of your knees. Even if it's easy for you to keep your legs straight, just bend your knees, plant your feet. Just come along with me. Try this. We're going to loop up the ball mound of the right foot into the strap. Now, your left knee staying bent. Just let your left knee move off to the side. Okay, so you're in a half Baddha Konasana. You can take a pillow or blanket to the outer left knee. And you're just going to let that left leg do its thing right there. And bring your awareness back to the right, so toes towards the face. I like to double wrap my knuckles around the strap and then bend my elbows and let my arms be heavy so that my grip gets to be soft. And I can just hang out here. You can absolutely bend the knee. That right knee can bend a lot or a little. It does not need to remain straight. So I invite you to close the eyes, settle in. We'll take 5 breaths here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Okay, a little external rotation for the hip. Both ends of the strap into the right hand. You could take your left arm off to the left side to counterbalance the weight. And then the foot's going to rotate off to the right. It doesn't matter how far it goes. The goal is not, there's no destination. So the goal is not to get the right leg on the floor. It is just to start to feel some sensation along the inner right thigh. So I have this handy dandy wall here on my right side. I just get to rest my foot. It's really nice. You could do the same thing at home if you have a wall close by, or even use a chair. If your leg is closer to the ground and you want to pile some pillows or blankets underneath the outer leg, that might work as well. A little bit longer here. We'll take a full minute. I'm going to set us a timer. Do your best to keep shoulders, neck, jaw relaxed. Deep belly breathing. Awareness to the pelvis, the hip sockets. One more breath here. Slowly bring the right foot up back towards the ceiling. Remove the strap, stretch your right leg out, and then extend your left leg out. We'll come back through that little break, that little mini Shavasana, that starting neutral position. Start to bend both of your knees, plant your feet. We'll set up our second side. So I used a pillow underneath my outer left knee. I'm going to move that pillow off to the right side so that when I turn my right knee off to the side, I get a little support for that knee, that hip. Then I'll take the strap, loop it around the ball mound of my left foot, extend that left foot skyward. And as you pause here, again, you can double wrap the knuckles around your strap. Elbows bend, arms soft, shoulders heavy. Just check out this left side. Things tend to be so different right to left, and that's okay. This time on your mat and your body is an opportunity to notice what's going on. So 5 breaths here. Last 2. Last 1. Now, both ends of the strap into your left hand. Right arm can sweep off to the right side so you get a little counterbalance. Your right knee just stays as it is, which is just resting on maybe a prop or just kind of floating off in space towards your right side. And then as the left leg moves off to the left, again, remember you can use a prop like a chair or a wall, pile some pillows underneath there. That's an option, you don't have to. You can also just let it float in space. Okay, so we have a minute here. Timer is set. Relax muscles, relax the jaw. Deep belly breathing. One more breath on this side. And then when you're ready, start to bring that left foot back up towards the ceiling. Slowly release the strap, extend the left leg, extend the right leg. Just kind of check out the hips. You might move the feet right to left a little bit. Find stillness. We'll take a few breaths here. start to build our last shape. It'll be our long hold. So we'll roll off to a side, press your way up. This is where we're gonna utilize the rest of those props. So building that recliner first. So there's a ramp, a support for the back that you'll use some pillows for. Another way if you practiced with me before, you've seen me set this up from the bed, which I mean, all pillows and blankets are already there, so you're welcome to do that from bed. I'm going to use this long pillow, I call it a bolster, and then a folded blanket underneath the top to give it that more of a ramp-like incline. So it kind of depends on what you have at home, but sometimes it's nice. On top of that, where your head's gonna go, top of the pillow, to place another blanket, give it that one tuck and roll for the cervical spine support right there. So the back of the head rests here, cervical spine rests on top of the blanket roll, the rest of the spine on top of the pillow. Sits bones come down right in front of the pillow on the mat. And then you can take this in a couple of ways. So you can hold it Supta Baddha Konasana style, bound ankle. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Or you can just take something underneath the backs of the knees and stretch the legs out. So both ways are equally valid, equally valuable. But one way might feel better in your body, so maybe you try both. And then lastly, I highly recommend placing some weight and warmth over the feet, over the lower half of the body. So I have this lovely weighted blanket. If you have an inkling or curiosity about them, highly recommend. I find them so soothing, especially in a restorative home practice. Okay, so we'll lie back on our pillow. If you haven't done that already, go ahead, lie back. See that your back body is being supported appropriately. If you're taking your knees out wide, they get support from a prop of some sort. I'm using my blocks, but pillows and folded blankets or towels work as well. And then I'm going to take some extra weight to my belly. Okay, so I have another pillow on top of my belly. Take a moment to stretch your arms out wide. Reach your arms overhead so you get to broaden across the chest and kind of move through a few snow angels on your back, like you were making a snow angel on your back. This feels so different from my right shoulder to my left shoulder. I find that really interesting. You might notice what happens in your body from right to left. And then somewhere along the way, you find a really sweet spot to hold your arms. That might be out wide, like a big capital T. That might be like hands resting on the low belly, elbows soft by your sides. That might be the arms stretching up and overhead, right? So you get to explore what's appropriate for you. And then we'll find stillness here. Again, I mentioned this will be a long hold. And if you come to a really nice, sweet place of peace and rest and relaxation, you can stay in this shape for Shavasana even. I'll let you know when it's time to make that judgment. Settling in, closing the eyes if you're able to. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Try that breath cycle twice more. So inhaling through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. And then just let your back teeth part and your tongue widen at the base of the mouth. Soften the jaw, soften the lips. Imagine as if you could even soften the teeth and the gums. Feel the weight of the back body releasing into the support of whatever you're lying on. And the whole front body sinking into the whole back body. So as I said, if you found a place of peace and comfort, you'd like to stay in your current position for Shavasana, wonderful. If you prefer, like if you're in bound angle and you want to stretch your legs out, just simply stretch your legs out. You don't need to really do much else or move anything in the upper body. But if you prefer to come off of the recliner, off of your pillows, move into a more traditional Shavasana shape, or even take something like legs up the wall or seated meditation, now is the time. So wherever you are, and whatever you've chosen for Shavasana, we're just making a mental note that Shavasana is for integrating everything, and this happens from a place of stillness. So can you become still? Fully supported, resting all of your muscles, resting your whole skeletal system, your whole body. A sense of weight, relaxation, and release washing over you. The element of Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, is water. And imagine, visualize even, what would it be like to be supported right now by a body of water, floating in it, submerged, cradled, or held in a body of water. And in your mind's eye, describe that body of water to yourself. Where is it? What does it look like? What does it feel like? It's hard to visualize or imagine that. You call up a memory of the last time you took a bath or went to the ocean, went to a lake or a river for the afternoon. What was that feeling and experience like? Stay with that for a few moments. It's time now to close our practice. If you'd like to stay longer in Shavasana, please feel free. If you're ready to move on with your day, slowly awaken fingertips and toes. Move your head side to side. Eventually making your way to an upright seat. Take your time getting there. So when you come to an upright seat, let it be supported, let it be comfortable. Take just a moment to have a closure. So a mudra, I'll invite you to join me. Both palms are facing the ceiling. Your right palm slides on top of your left palm. And then the tips of the thumbs touch. And this rests, palms facing upward in the lap. This is the mudra for Svadhisthana. Closing the eyes, rooting down, growing tall, shoulders relaxed, chin parallel to the ground. You stay with that sensation, that visualization, that awareness of the body being submerged or floating or just being held by water. And the essence of that is your ability to go with the flow. Central theme to sacral chakra work, balancing sacral chakra energy. So what does that mean to you to be able to go with the flow? Is that something that you find easy? Does it come naturally to you? Is it challenging? Just noticing without judgment what thoughts arise. And with that knowledge and awareness, we'll close our practice, bowing the chin to the chest, honoring our effort. With reverence and gratitude to the practice, may we use the fruits to serve our highest good, to reach our highest potential, share it with those around us that we love and who could use healing. Namaste, yogis. Thanks, everyone. Questions and comments?